Panther people, what up? Would you welcome a certain New York Giants defensive end to the Panthers to bolster the D-line? What's going on? You watch the Panthers Post. Thanks for joining. I'm going to try to do an episode every day or every other day. And so this is going to be a quick one. This is just something I saw on Fansided. My boy Trev from New Jersey, the lone Panther fan up in the Meadowlands, sent me on Instagram a little thing from Fansided. Now, mind you, it's not like ESPN or any of the beat reporters. It's not Joe Person or Mike Kay or Sheena Quick. It's just like a theoretical trade that the Panthers defensive line, which we know Dan Morgan has spent a lot of time on this defensive line, they suggest that maybe they can bolster it even more by adding a certain New York Giants defensive end. And I'm not talking about Brian Burns. I'm talking about the guy on the other bookend of the defensive line, and that is Kayvon Thibodeaux. Kayvon Thibodeaux out of the University of Oregon. Firstly, he's not DJ Johnson, so we already got that Oregon defensive end taste out of our mouths. He had a pretty productive second year. Like, he had a full season in his second year in the NFL. He had 11 and a half sacks. He, I think it was 12 tackles for loss. And then last year he had injury plague season. He was on IR. He was kind of mixed up. He had concussions. He had a sprained MCL, not a torn MCL. And the MCL is super easy. You don't even need surgery for it to fix. But he had a shortened season either way. But he still had 8 sacks, or 8 or 5 sacks in last year. So only 25, 26 years old, maybe even younger. Do you send them some draft capital? I say no. I don't think he's a game wrecker. Didn't do much against us in Germany. I believe in Nick Scorton. I believe in Princey Emmanuel. They're the rookies, but I also believe in DJ Wonnum. I believe in Patrick Jones. I believe in the revamped defensive line they did during the offseason, whether it's free agency or during the draft. Cam Jackson, the massive D tackle, him with Derek Brown, Turk Wharton. Like, I think the defensive line is going to be nice. And Kayvon Thibodeaux, I just don't know if he comes with the right mindset. He's coming in from the Big Apple, coming down to Charlotte. I think he already thinks he's hot stuff. And to show up, I just see him not being the greatest in terms of chemistry in the locker room. So while I think he's very talented, big body, got the motor, he fits. Is he a dog? He complains a little too much. He seems like more of a dog in the locker room when he talks shit to reporters, because I know he's smart. He's very smart, and he likes to show it, and he thinks he's smarter than the reporters. At least that's what it looks like on the outside. He is great on the field, but I don't know if he'd be the right culture fit for the team right now, or if ever. I think you got the good rookie defensive ends. I think you got some veterans ahead of them. Weirdly, Jadeveon Clowney's not going to be there to mentor these young guys, but you got Wonnum, you got Derek Brown. He is kind of your leader, and I guess with Clowney there, it kind of supersedes Derek Brown in terms of experience and just accolades and all that stuff. So Derek Brown is back to being the king. And I think if you bring Kayvon Thibodeaux, I think he's going to want to get Brown off the throne. That's just me. That's just what I'm seeing with him. He just seems like a guy who needs to be the center of attention. And while he's talented, I don't think it's worth what he could do to the locker room. And then again, also, hell, if you're going to get a Giants defensive end, just get Brian Burns back. Get him on the cheap. He seemed to have more fun in Carolina. Just saying. Seemed to have more fun. His brother definitely seemed to have more fun with the Panthers. Anyways, let me know in the comments below. Would you trade for Kayvon Thibodeaux? If so, what kind of draft capital? What kind of player would you send? If not, let me know why. See you guys soon.